I am spiraling right now. I don't even know how to articulate my thoughts right now because whenever I have episodes like this, I feel like I'm filled with so many negative thoughts that I can't even get like one of them out. These are the shame spirals that happen. I have this black and white thinking tendency. I start to get really secure in myself. I start to think slightly positive about myself. I start to think I might be somewhat of a good person and deserving of love, compassion, and stuff. And then I start to split on myself. Like, I'll get a bit of criticism, or I'll think about something I need to do better on. And then I'll start to spiral off of that thought until eventually it's just this black and white thing where it's like, oh, I'm not all good, so I'm all bad. Like, I'm just a shitty person. Like, I'm just a cunt, bro. Like, I must be such a horrible person with, like, no value to give. I love and I admire my best friend Emma so much. I'm so thankful for her. She sent me videos telling me her perspective that she had on one of the videos I made on my TikTok. It was a video I made where it was like, don't dim your light for people who want to stay in the darkness. It was a quote from the wizard Liz, and I talked about how I don't want to suppress myself anymore. I feel like I've always had to shrink my understanding to the level of other people's understanding. Like, not in a way where I know everything, I'm smarter than everyone, but I'm tired of being a deep thinker and always having to suppress my understandings to such a shallow understanding. And my best friend basically told me that it felt very comparing, like I was comparing myself. But then there was like that one little bit where I was like, oh my god, what if I am just a cunt? Like, I'm just comparing myself. Like, I think I'm better than everyone else and everyone is under me, is beneath me. But that wasn't my intentions, and I know Emma knows that wasn't my intention. She verbalized that she knew that wasn't my intention. She was just giving me her perspective and how she said it looked a little bit icky and she just wanted my thoughts on it. And I was like, oh, here's what my thoughts are and yada yada yada. But then slowly I started to spiral from it, where it was like self-reflection, 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 where it was like, oh my god, you're such a cunt, like you're a horrible person. So many things, so many of my flaws just started to be brought up. And it went from this simple thought challenge that my best friend gave to me to this whole spiral of thoughts. And I started to shame myself. And like, I'm also so uncomfortable right now. I just feel like I've pushed myself into this all or nothing thinking spiral, and I just like hate everything about myself. Like, I really think I'm that bitch. Like, I really think I'm deserving of like good things when I've done bad things. I want to see myself in a positive light, and I understand there's dialectical thinking, and I think it's really hard for me to dialectically think because I know that I've been disrespectful, I've hurt people, I've done something bad, so I'm all bad. I can't think positively of myself. I'm so condescending. I'm such a piece of shit. This is just so humbling because I don't know why I spiral like this. Like, I don't know why it's so easy for me to take like the smallest flame, the smallest problem, the smallest self-reflection, and then just turn it into me being a horrible person. But if I'm a horrible person, I want to be aware of that. Like, I want to self-reflect and be self-aware. Like, if I'm just a shitty person, I want to know if I'm a shitty person. But I don't know if I can discern correctly. I'm biased. I'm the most biased source. There are just moments where I feel really confident. I feel really secure in myself. And then the smallest thing happens, and I feel like I'm on the old... I feel like the smallest thing happens, and then I'm flipped on the complete polar opposite end of the spectrum of emotions. I just really don't trust my own judgment. I feel like I can't trust my own security, because what if I'm just being ignorant? I can think positively about myself, I can make empowering videos about myself, but like, no, you're actually a stupid piece of shit. You're such a fucking cunt. People are gonna watch that and disagree with you. People are going to watch that and disagree with you. They're going to see a video of you talking about yourself positively and think in their head and gossip with other people about how untrue that is. I'm just so spiraled right now. I feel like I'm so spiraled into the negative. I feel like I can't really regulate myself in this moment. I can't be secure in myself. I can't trust what I have to say. I can't trust the positive thoughts because I'm just trying to easily make myself feel better. Like, none of it's true. I want to be strong minded. I want to be secure in myself. I want to be like the wizard Liz. And I want to be like Tamcor. But I care so much about what other people have to say about me right now. It feels like I'm locked in a cell right now, a prison in my own mind. And I have the key. I'm allowed to open the cage and let myself out. But it's like, no, I deserve this punishment. I deserve to be in this jail cell. I deserve to feel this way about myself. I deserve to be spiraling like this. Whenever I'm in a good mind space, it's like, oh, just have compassion for yourself. Just love yourself. Just take care of yourself. But no, I have to focus on every bad thing I've done. I have to focus on all of my flaws. I have to focus on how other people view me. So that's the only information that matters right now. I don't care whenever I did good things or whenever I tried to change my ways and grow from them. No, all that matters is that I'm a horrible person. I don't know how to get myself out of this right now. I feel like I just have to give myself permission. Stop shaming yourself. Like, it's okay. Girl, you're okay. Like, you're not a horrible person. But I must be all good or all bad. That's the only things I'm allowed to be. So whenever I'm all good, I feel good about myself. I can be successful, no attachment. But then whenever I'm all bad, you stupid piece of shit, you're such a failure. Like, you're such a failure. Have all the attachment. Attach yourself to everyone else's perceptions of you. Attach yourself to every bad thing you've ever done. Attach yourself to the worst parts of yourself. Whenever it comes to self-reflection, I always have to self-reflect in a negative way. I can never self-reflect and come to a positive, secure understanding in myself. I feel I must self-reflect, and self-reflection always must end in a negative conclusion. I always have to self-reflect and realize that what I was thinking previously was wrong. I think about so many scenarios in life where people self-reflect and they don't really come to a productive conclusion, but I also can't control that. But I don't want to be like them. Like, I literally have such a fear. Emma said it in the podcast episode that we did together whenever we were camping in Mississippi. What if I'm like them? What if I'm like them? What if I'm just being ignorant like them? What if I'm being harmful? What if I'm just a horrible person and I refuse to see that? I refuse to change my perspective because I don't want to see myself in a negative light. But then I only ever see myself in a negative light. So there's already an inconsistency in that belief. I'm scared that I'm not self-reflecting properly. Like, I can't trust my judgment because what if I just don't want to see myself in a negative light? I only want to see myself as right. I only want to see myself through a positive lens. I'm being ignorant. I'm being harmful. But I'm really only harming myself because then I only see myself in a negative light. Like, I'm so scared of being ignorant and not properly self-reflecting, but then I'm being ignorant and not properly self-reflecting. I give so many people so much more power than they actually deserve. I take all of my own power, all of my own judgment, all of my own validation, and I give it to them. You validate me. You have the power over what is good and what is bad. I can't trust myself. I can't do that for myself. I think I'm just scared of the responsibility because I'm scared of doing it wrong. I'm scared of having the responsibility to self-reflect, and like, I'm so scared of doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. I hold a belief that anytime I get to a positive conclusion during a negative spiral, that's instantly me doing it wrong. Like, I can't just be secure in my own power. What if I am someone with a lot of value? And yes, I still make mistakes. I'm still a cunt sometimes. I'm still disrespectful. I got so much I gotta work on, but I still can be intelligent. I still can have value. It's just weird to think two of those things can exist at the same time.
Hope you like my videos. Is there anything else I'm supposed to say as a YouTuber?